Bum 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 bum. The Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. It is October 8th, 2023, and 2023 has been the best year of my life and the worst year of my life. I landed a couple dream jobs. I made some important connections in my life, but at the same time, I came to realize that nothing really comes for free. And I mean it when I say that. Lately, when I've been getting good stuff in my life, I've been stopping and thinking, what does it come at the cost of, right? When I want to do something good, like my art projects or something that I enjoy, when I want to go on a date, right? Both kinds of dates, right? What does it come at the cost of? I have to remind myself that. And so unfortunately, I've come to realize nothing really comes for free. And, well, actually, that's not quite accurate. The stuff that comes for free, you quickly gobble it up, right? The stuff that you have to think about probably isn't going to come for free, right? So, for example, I talk about eating disorders. There are things that I like to eat that are good for me. I don't have to think about it, right? I just gobble it down, right? It's the stuff that might be bad for me that I might like, or conversely, stuff that's good for me that I don't particularly like. Those things I have to think about, right? All right. So some things that I want for Christmas this year. I'm gonna start from the most important. I'm programming AI for a number of computer games, and I come to realize how difficult it is to find people to just play test some of these games. So earlier today I talked about Ticket to Ride Poland, but that wasn't the only game that I'm having a difficult time finding opponents for. I would so much love to find an opponent to play some variants of shogi and some variants of checkers. And unfortunately, a bunch of these games, the only opponent I have ever played is the AIs that I'm programming. It really sucks. I often think about when my AI becomes really popular one day. Can you imagine a piece of software that you're using? Let's say it's YouTube or a search engine or something, and you later learn that the original author of YouTube never got anybody interested in watching his videos. His only test is when he released YouTube, right? Can you imagine that? That's how I feel about a lot of my computer AI projects, unfortunately. Even my colleagues at work who do similar things with AI, I don't know if it's they refuse to touch it, they just have other priorities in their life. And so my number one goal is just to have somebody to sit face to face with to play a couple of rounds of Ticket to Ride. Next week there's a solar eclipse, and I'm hoping to go to Albuquerque, and I'm hoping my car is not going to give me trouble on the way there. My car's been giving me a lot of trouble as of late, especially the tires. In the space of 2 months, I've pretty much replaced all 4 tires one by one, and among other issues that I've run into. I might think about renting a car for that trip, because I can scarcely want to think about any. I already have a tight schedule for that trip. Speaking of scheduling, sometime between now and the new year, I want to have some time off from work. And unfortunately, I love all of my students so much. We technically had a couple days of between the summer and the fall, but I love my students so much. I was trying to help one of my students catch up to take. He had quit halfway through the summer semester from my math class, and he didn't have all the prereqs, and I was trying to help him catch up so he could take the fall semester, but then his schedule didn't allow for it, and I was doing all that on my own time. And so that's the kind of problem I run into. I mean, it don't get me wrong, it felt good doing it, but at the same time, again, it comes at a cost. That's a concept that I keep forgetting, that those feel-good things don't just come for free. earlier today, I made the wrong turn on my way home and ended up really close to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. And I think it was God telling me that, hey, you should take a flight sometime. And unfortunately, I haven't had the luxury of doing that. I might think about flying home to Seattle at least, because that I could probably squeeze into a couple days off. You know, if I don't drive there and I fly there instead, I could probably. The only problem is I'll get there and I won't have a car, and rental cars don't come very easy over there. Okay, the ticket to ride Poland, the having peace to go see my solar eclipse, and then having some time off, and then maybe 5 tons of bismuth, but that's a very low priority compared to these 3. And what else? And maybe a few tons of gold as well, but that's even lower than that. This is the Peter Shit Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Burnout Show. Bum 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 bum. So this is my worst year since 2019, if you could believe it, when I had some drama with questioning my identity. I had a girlfriend at the time, but I didn't want to give up my single life.